So I wanted to start this video with a quote because it's going to tie in perfectly to what I want to discuss today. And the quote is your goal, whether it's relationships, getting rich, whatever, but in this case, relationships, is the goal truly about the destination, the end result, which is finding love, or is the goal truly of how you get there? Is that what's really more important? Is the way you get there? So I wanted to set that stage and talk about something that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is online dating. Now, some of you watching this video have either never online dated or you have horrible experiences with online dating. I hear so many women tell me, all these men that date online, all they want is sex. And I'm like, well, I got news for you. All the men out there that aren't online dating, they just want sex too. So it doesn't matter. So what I want to do today is give you 10 simple tips that will exponentially improve your chances of finding a great guy online. Guys, this works. And I'm a testimony to this because me and my wife met online and we will be married for it'll be 10 years in about 4 or 5 months. So trust me, this works. All right, if this is your first time joining me, my name is Charles F. McMillan Jr. I am a relationship improvement coach, and my goal is to help women find the relationships or love that they desire by giving them practical, compassionate advice that makes simple sense. All right, so what are the 10 things or the 10 simple tips that can help you increase your chances of finding a great guy online? All right, tip number 1, ladies. Do not false advertise. Okay, what do I mean by that? When I look at profile pictures, I'm starting to laugh because I'm just thinking about this. When I look at some profile pictures, I see so many women that just have one picture. That's it, just one picture. And ladies, men, we're visual. So when I see one lady that just has one picture, that's not enough. And I'm gonna tell you something else. The more attractive you are, the more skeptical the man is. Because, if you dated online, there's always people trying to catfish or trying to get money from you. So when a man sees a very attractive woman and there's just one picture on her profile page, it just sends a red flag and we stay away from it. Another thing you want to do with your profile pictures is you need to have full body pictures. And I'm not saying pictures showing your chest and showing all your goods, but a full body, tastefully done picture is a great sign to a guy because he wants to see what he's getting. If he sees one picture or even 10 pictures and it's just from the head above, it's just a headshot, that sends signals to men that you're trying to hide something, you're not confident about your body, you don't want to show how you really look, you may think you've gained weight, whatever. So number 1, more than just one picture. Number 2, multiple pictures, but it needs to be a full body picture, guys, something that's tastefully done, all right? And here's something else. Make sure when you do take these pictures, there's nothing compromising or embarrassing in the background. I remember this one time, me and some of the guys were at work. This was years ago. And he was showing off the pictures of this girl that he really liked. And one picture, one of my boys stopped. He said, hold on, blow that up again, blow that. Let me see that picture. And he blew it up. And it was a picture of her cat just defecating on some of her shoes in the background. Now, it was hilarious, but this girl had no idea this picture was there. So, and trust me, I have seen profile pictures where there have been tampons in the background. There have been other things in the background that women just were not aware of. So please make sure you keep an eye on what's going to be in the background of these pictures, all right? All right, let me think of something else. Oh, here's something else. Stay away from filters. Ladies, men want to see who they are really going to be meeting. I've been caught like this. Some of my boys have been caught like this, where you see a picture. And I've even had females that tell me they've been caught like this. There's a filter on the picture. The girl looks like one thing, and then when he sees her in person, he think he's going to meet Kim, and the girl comes up to him. She's like, "I'm Kim," and he's like, "Kim who?" Like this ain't the girl that I saw online. So stay away from the filters. Present who you are, present your best foot forward. And here's a bonus tip with pictures. Put a picture of, if you know how to cook and you like to cook, post a picture of something that you just cooked. You talk about a thirst trap. When a man can see that, oh my gosh, your lasagna, your chicken Alfredo, like my wife makes a mean chicken pot pie, post a nice picture of something you just made. That's a nice way to get a man's attention, all right? So again, number one, don't false advertise, all right? Let's keep going. All right, number two, oh, this is a good one. Keep things positive. All right, let's talk about this. I've seen so many profiles where women are posting things that they don't want. I don't want a man that's under 6 foot. I don't want a man with 2 kids. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. It comes off so hard and negative. But trust me, I understand why you're doing it. You're basically saying to yourself, hey, let me tell this guy or tell these men out here what I don't want, so they'll leave me the hell alone so I can focus on who I do want. Ladies, I'm telling you, when you come off like this, it gives off a signal that you are difficult and tough to deal with. Because let's say you're someone that wants a man to have the 3 6s. He needs to have a 6-pack, he needs to make 6 figures, and he needs to be over 6 foot tall. And let's say this guy fits those requirements, but he sees all this, I don't want this, I don't want that. It turns him off. But those guys that don't normally reach out to women like that are men that are about sex. They're about playing games because they don't care about your energy. They don't care that you come off with all this negative things that I don't want or you don't like. They don't care. And I'm gonna tell you a little secret, ladies. When men run across women that have that kind of hard exterior, there's a theory amongst men that you're going to be good in the bedroom. I'm just keeping it real. So you may get some attention, but it's not the attention you want. So instead of focusing on the things you don't want, focus on the things that you bring to the table. Talk about, I love walks in the park. I love spending time with my family. I love cooking on Saturdays. I love going to the movies. I love to support my man in his dreams, whatever. So post some things that are of value that you bring to the table that will put you in a better light. Second thing I want you to do when it comes to keeping it positive is smile on your picture. Ladies, all this mean mugging and trying to look sexy, again, trying to look sexy is going to attract men that want sex. Smile, it just exudes the energy that you're happy, you're fun, and that man's going to enjoy spending time with you. So remember that, ladies. Keep things positive, all right? All right, I hope that helps. All right, let's go to number 3. Less is more. All right, so when I'm going through profiles and I'm trying to help women get more success, one of the things I notice is women are always writing these book reports or these theses about all the stuff they want. And it's like, yo, it's too long. Man, we don't need all that. We just need bullet points straight to the point of what you're looking for. Because we're not big readers like that. So, but on the other side, when I'm coaching my male counterparts on how to increase their chances, yes, more is better. I'm making sure they're giving as much information as possible so that young lady can make a positive and sound decision. But for women, keep things short, sweet, and to the point. We want to see some nice pictures showing you having fun, full body pictures, multiple pictures that are showing your face and everything. Oh, here's something else about pictures I forgot to mention. Make sure the pictures are recent and up to date. Please do not post pictures that are 5 years ago with you 30 pounds lighter. I forgot to say that, but please make sure those pictures are recent and up to date. All right, I had to skip back to that. So, but anyway, back to this. Just make sure that you keep it less and more bullet points, not too drawn out, not a thesis, because we don't need to read all that information. Okay. All right, where are we at? Number 4, commit to the process. All right. There are some women, either they've had a bad experience or they're just new to dating online, that some of us men like to call online virgins. Okay, what are online virgins? These are women that put in a half-ass effort. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. It's like they have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You know, their profile page is barely filled out. They're, you know, all these empty spaces, one picture, no pictures. Or you have some women that, you know, that did fill out the profile, that do have pictures, but they're so gun shy that, you know, the guy can't get anywhere with them. They want to email for weeks and months before the guy can even get the phone number. And there are some cases I've had men, they're like, dude, I can't even get the phone number. Now she just wants to email. And it's just, you know, and I get it. You're nervous, you're scared, you don't want to put yourself out there because you don't know what's going to happen. But you know the old saying, faith without works is dead. So ladies, you've got to put some effort into it. So don't be hesitant, don't be scared. Just take a leap of faith and give it a try and see what happens. All right. All right. Number 5, keep it classy. Okay. What do I mean by that? So profile, a lot of these online dating sites will not allow you to post or put anything that is pretty much too provocative or showing, you know, borderline soft porn. You know, when you post pictures, they have a department that's reviewing everything before they post it. But I have seen plenty of things get through where a woman is wearing something very provocative, very revealing, very sexy, and overly sexy. Ladies, when you post pictures like this, you're attracting men that just want sex. I'm telling you. So I'm not saying that you can't be sexy, that you can't be, you know, show your curves. Again, we want to see that, but nothing too revealing. You know, I've seen pictures where, you know, women are bent over, you know, in twerk positions. I mean, you know, if that's the kind of man you want, then, you know, go for it. But if you're looking for a man that's serious and that you really want some attention from, then stay away from those overly provocative pictures. Now, here's a side note. Let's say, you know, you meet a guy online and, you know, you're casually dating, you really like him. Please never, ever send overly provocative or naked pictures to a guy that you are casually dating. Ladies, I'm telling you, don't do it. I'm going to tell you 2 reasons why. Number 1, we show them. We show those pictures. I'm going to tell you a story. It was about maybe 2 years before I met my wife. I'll never forget, Saturday, 6 o'clock after work, had to go to the tire shop to get some work done on my car. And it's like 3 guys, we're just waiting for our tires to get done and we're bored. Next thing you know, again, I don't know these guys, they don't know me. We just start talking war stories about the women we dated. Next thing you know, we're pulling out our phones. He's showing me their pictures. I'm gonna be honest, I had a couple pictures too. I'm showing them my pictures. Men, we show these things. Next thing you know, the other two guys were like, hey, you want these pictures? And so we're like, okay. And they're sending the pictures. And these women's faces are showing. So ladies, I'm telling you, if you have to send these provocative pictures out, by all means, don't show your face. Men are showing these pictures. And here's another little cheat code for you. If you're dating a man and he's asking you for sexy, provocative pictures, that is a telltale sign that he's probably not going to be around that long. Think about it this way. When I met my wife, when she was my girlfriend, or any guy that has a girlfriend or has a girl that he's living with, you think he's asking for provocative or pictures of her body with no clothes on? No. He sees her like that all the time. What does he need pictures for? He sees her in the morning. He sees her at night. She walk into the restroom. He sees her getting out the shower. He doesn't need the picture. He sees the real thing. But if he's asking for a picture, then he's letting you know indirectly, I need a trophy. I need something to remember you by. Remember, that's what pictures are for. They're just memories. So, ladies, if a man is asking you for provocative pictures and you're just casually dating, red flag, do not do it. All right. All right. Now, before I move on to number 6, if this is if this is something that you like, please share this video. I'm trying to help as many women as possible have some success with online dating because, guys, it can work for you. All right, let's keep going. Number 7, you get what you pay for. All right, What do I mean by that? Let's say there's so many sites out there. There are a lot of sites that are free, and I like to call those flea market sites. Nothing wrong with them, but it's free. There are a lot of sites that are paid for. I always tell women, go after sites that cater to the type of man you're looking for. So, for example, if you are a woman of faith who's looking for a Christian man that is strong in his Christian beliefs, not to say that you can't meet a man on Plenty of Fish or Match.com like that, but maybe go after a site that is more Christian based. It's kind of like this. Would you go to the grocery store to look for shoes? No. Now, there's some grocery stores where you can buy shoes like Walmart, but if you really want the type of shoes you want, the best thing to do is go to the shoe store. So I'm always telling women to make sure to do their research. Don't just jump on any site. If you're looking for something that's serious minded, go after websites that are catered towards serious relationships. Because here's the thing, when it comes to men and those serious minded relationships, like which one is it? eHarmony, for example. eHarmony, they put men through a couple of steps. It's not just pay your credit card, fill out your information, and you're online. No, somebody from eHarmony is calling you, talking you through the process, asking some of the things you're looking for. And for a man who's not serious, he's like, I'm good. This is too much. I'm good. So you want to focus on sites that are catered to what you're looking for. So if you're looking for something serious, try to find serious-minded sites. It may not be free, but you know the old saying, you get what you pay for. All right, let's keep going. All right, number 7, inspect what you expect. All right, any of you guys listening now who are managers, or you have people that you supervise, you've heard that term, inspect what you expect. You tell your team, hey, I need you to do X, Y, and Z. You got to follow up to see if they're doing what you've asked them to do. Inspect what you expect. So what do I mean by that? Online dating, I will admit and attest, there are a lot of scammers. There are a lot of people playing games. There are a lot of catfish. There are a lot of people looking for money. So I always tell women, as a safeguard, any guy you're dating online, before you meet in person or before you plan to meet in person, at some point, he must video chat with you. He must. No excuses. He must video chat. Because number one, it gives you a couple of things. It will, one, help you see if there's some chemistry because you're looking at the person face to face. 2, it'll let you know that, okay, does what I'm seeing on the phone match the pictures that I saw online? Is it him 5 years ago, 25, 30 pounds lighter on his pictures, but you're seeing a completely different guy? So make sure the guy video chats. Now, if for some reason he's not video chatting, that's a red flag. But remember what I always say, when you see a red flag, don't necessarily run. You must address it. Ask him straight up, hey, I like the video chat. I like the, we've been talking on the phone for, 2 or 3 weeks. I want to kind of see, I want to look at you. And if he's giving you a lot of BS excuses and, you've addressed the red flag and you're not liking the response you get, then, you got to bounce. So inspect what you expect. Look at those, try to make sure this guy will video chat with you and things of that nature, because again, if he won't, that's just not a good sign. All right, let's keep going. All right. Ooh, here's a good one. Beware of long distance relationships when dating online. Okay. Ooh, what do I mean by that? I'm laughing because I'm thinking about a story. So I'll never forget when I was living in North Carolina. There's a coworker of mine that worked with me, and she was dating this guy that lived in Atlanta. And of course, some of you may not know I'm from Atlanta. So she was coming to me and said, yeah, I met this great guy and he lives in Atlanta. And I said, okay. Now, for those that may not know, I was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and that's like 6.5, 7 hours from Atlanta. So that's a drive or a plane ride. It's only 2.5 hours. So, I asked her a couple questions. I said, so does he have family here in the North Carolina area? She's like, no, he's never been here. I said, okay. I said, does his job bring him up here? Does he have to travel up here for some reason? She's like, no, never travels. So I said, so the only reason he has to come up to North Carolina is for you. And she said, yeah, I think that's sweet. And I said, nah, that's a red flag. And so she said, why? This man lives in Atlanta, Georgia, not Atlanta, Texas. not Atlanta, Florida. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. Women everywhere. So I said there's something going on that he has to run from a city that women are everywhere to either drive 6 hours or fly 3 hours to meet someone where there are plenty of women down there. And of course, he gave her the BS excuse. Oh, all the women in Atlanta aren't looking for something serious. Oh, all the women in Atlanta are materialistic. Blah 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 blah. And I told her, I said, if he's running from a city, a metropolitan city where there are a lot of women, he's either hiding something or he's running away from something. So again, there are exceptions to every rule. I'm sure some of you out there know of a guy or a girl that actually dated someone long distance and it worked out. But in majority of the times I found, if you meet a guy and they live in a completely different city and the city is filled with beautiful women and this guy has no reason to come 8-9 hours away from his hometown other than to meet this woman he just met online, that's a red flag. All right, where are we, guys? We're almost there. Okay, number 9, break the ice. What do I mean by that? Sometimes when women are setting up their profiles and their pictures are done, the messages is clear to the point, it's not a book report, they just kind of sit back and they just wait for the men to come. And when they don't come, they get frustrated. They get upset. They say, Charles, this doesn't work. This is a waste of time. And I'm like, well, what work have you put into it? Have you broke the ice? They're like, what do you mean? Breaking the ice means you take the initiative. Reach out to him first. Now, I'm not saying reach out to the guy, ask him out on a date. Do something subtle. Comment on his page. Comment on a picture. Say, hey, I like what I thought that quote you said was interesting. Or, oh my gosh, that was some beautiful pictures of, you in New Zealand. That's someplace I've always wanted to go. Break the ice just to get the ball rolling. Ladies, trust me, men really like this because it's not happening that often. We're the ones always sending out messages and trying to get you to bite. But if you just break the ice just to start the ball rolling, you will not believe how successful that may make you. Here's another thing. That's what my wife did. We connected. She broke the ice. And I'm like, oh, let's go. So it does work. So just break the ice. And by all means, if the guy doesn't respond, please don't take it personally. Because let's be honest, there are plenty of guys that have reached out to you online or have tried to reach out to you in the streets and you just weren't interested. No harm, no foul. So don't take it personally. And here's another thing. A lot of, I've done some research with online dating. A lot of those sites keep inactive profiles on the page just to make it look, robust. So it could be a profile that's inactive and the guy's, no longer even, interested or even paying for the page. So, don't stress out about that, okay? All right, last thing. Take it slow. What do I mean by that? Dating is a process. Guys, there's an old quote, a first date, a relationship, it does not make. What does that mean? If you're on a date with a guy and it goes great, and you're on a second date with the guy and it goes great, that's not a invitation to start walking this guy down the aisle on your head, looking at his profile pictures 1,000,000 times a day, or, showing his profile picture off to your girlfriends. Take it slow. A first date, second date is just that. It's an info session and to make a determination, should there be another date? And if you have a few bad experiences, don't let that sour your mood. Keep it moving. It's like trying to find a job. Lord knows how many times we have to submit our resume, apply, interview. We don't get dismayed. We don't get discouraged because why? We know our value and we know if we get in front of the right person, we're going to get that damn job. It's the same thing. Know your value, know your worth. Once you get in front of the right man, he's going to recognize your value. He's going to scoop you up and he's going to lock you down. All right, ladies, I hope this was some help. If you ever have any questions or you have some comments and you have some different ideas that may help women with online dating that I didn't cover, please send them in the comments. All right. I hope this helped, guys, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.